What is up, my beautiful people? Hope you're all having a terrific day. Exile 451 here with you again for another daily dose of Reddit Happy. Going back to r/deciding to be better today for some stories I'm sure you're gonna love. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Deciding to be a 10. I needed to suffer for enlightenment. Recently, I've had a whole string of events, not life-altering but stressful, that have caused me to be in a negative mood/place. My remodels are 3 months overdue, my property tax bill went up $300 a month, and my wages have gone down since I was accidentally overpaid at my previous job. I've been a grumpy, miserable, whining curmudgeon because of it. Finally, the last straw broke when my new washing machine broke and flooded my wood floors. Of course that would happen. However, a funny thing happened when my washing machine broke. I shrugged my shoulders and, through all the suffering, I smiled. I chose not to let it bother me. I could have stayed mad over a situation that I could do nothing about, but I chose to shift my thoughts. I then went to the positive. Insurance is going to cover me to get brand new floors. In my support group, we check in from 1 to 10. I usually check in at a 7 or 8, but I decided to check in at a 10. It's been an awful week, but I'm consciously choosing to see the good in my life. It's like I needed that final piece of suffering to happen in order to break my will to think I could actually control the events that happened to me, and the feelings associated with it. These mishaps aren't what's actually wrong, but how I choose to see them and what I choose to focus on. I finally somewhat realized what letting go actually means and how to do it. It's not always easy to do, and negativity has crept into my days here and there. However, I'm now conscious and aware of it and feel like I have the ability to shift. No more complaining. I can be a 10 if I choose to be. You know, there is so much truth in this statement, OP. So much of what we go through in life is simply a matter of perspective. If I could paraphrase Obi-Wan Kenobi from Return of the Jedi, many things in life will depend upon your point of view. If you choose to focus on the negative, that's where it will stay. You will only see the negative things in life. But if you choose to focus on the positive, that's when you can be happy. You're right, you can't control events around you, but you can control your outlook at them. So thank you so much for sharing that realization, and hopefully your story will help someone else come to that as well. Thank you so much for sharing, and I hope everything's improving for you right now. I finally got my first job. Yes! So, I'm 21, and I'm pursuing my final year for my computer engineering degree. Companies have started to come for placements on campus. I was having a hard time trying to prepare and handle the pressure. I've had history with clinical depression and went to the point of self-harming. Went through therapy for months and I'm out of it now, but I still do deal with it at times. Also trying to quit smoking and drinking and managing anxiety. I've been lurking here for the past month, and reading all the posts and stories of others has been really helpful to not lose my hope. It helped me to cut down smoking and drinking in a large scale. I finally cleared my first round interview after failing to do so in first rounds of many companies, around 15 to 20, and had an interview yesterday and I got selected. This is my first ever HR interview too. I was nervous, but I managed to excel. I'm an associate IT consultant in a software firm now. I've never been so happy in my life for a long time. This all feels new, and I would like to thank this subreddit, as everyone here played a part in this. Time for me to celebrate. Also, never stop trying, and carpe the freaking DM. That is freaking awesome. The first position you get out of college is just so imperative to setting the pace and tone for the rest of your career. And to be able to get one in your last year is incredible. So many people graduate school with thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars of student loan debt and end up working low-wage jobs completely out of their field because they majored in something worthless or there's just no openings. But you've been able to actually use what you've learned and make money off of it. That's so awesome. You are doing what so many people wish they could do. congratulations on the success, I wish you all the best, and let us know how it goes once you start there. Taking back control over my life and willfully saying no to depressive habits. Severe depression? Check. Severe anxiety? Check. Untreated medical issues? Check. Spiraling weight? Check. Recent breakup? Check. A million excuses to keep up unhealthy habits? Extreme check. I decided to go to the doctor for a lifelong issue with the lady plumbing, and finally got on the medicine I needed. I recognized that I couldn't keep being too embarrassed to talk to anyone about it. The blood work that came back revealed that I am pre-diabetic. 28 years old, 208 pounds. I can't walk upstairs to my office at work without getting out of breath. So, from the breeze of encouragement from starting the process of bettering my health, I got my first haircut in 6 years instead of hiding behind my hair like a blanket. I'm freaking cute and loving it. Then, I got a gym membership because it is way overdue that I get my life in gear. I can't keep making excuses. And you know what? I can still play video games. I don't have to give that up. And I can go to the gym and play games too. And feeling utterly emboldened, I finally took my nutcracker inside after 4 weeks of it sitting in my car. I won't look at it and think, I'll remember to bring it in another day. Instead of budgeting $15 a day for fast food, I got really frisky. I went to eatthismuch.com and made a healthy meal plan and bought the groceries for the week that I'll need to cook. I won't feel this emboldened every day, and it will get hard if I'm going to keep up with this. But I don't want to be diabetic. I want to walk up the stairs and still be able to breathe. I don't want to keep living in a pool of my depression and spiraling further and further out of control. My anxiety is off the charts some days, and the thought of people interacting with me at the gym freaks me out. As well, I've been making a million excuses for my lifestyle. But I decided I wanted to be better for me, not for anyone else. I want to be healthy, happy, proud of myself, and confident. You know, OP, there's that old saying that the journey of 1,000 miles always begins with the first step. Maybe where you want to be looks impossible right now, but I promise you that you can do this if you keep at it. And you know what? I am so excited to hear that you're willing to do this. It's so hard to overcome sometimes that negative self-image of ourselves, to feel like you don't fit in a gym, that everyone will just judge you, and yeah, there will be some people, but coming from a former gym rat, you'll be fine. Keep at this, you're gonna do great, and I know you can do it. Please post pics when you've made progress, or at least let everyone know how you're doing. Thank you so much for sharing your story, and I look forward to hearing that update. Angels exist. Once, when I used to live on the streets, a very charismatic couple showed up and talked to me for a while. After, he opened his wallet and took off a good amount of money to help me. I refused it right away. I said, I can't accept it. It's for you. On the streets, you learn to be aware of everything. I answered, I don't have anywhere to go with this money, and I don't need this much. They got astonished. I didn't have a cent to buy any food, but the streets have taught me already that that money would put me in danger. They insisted a lot and invited me to have lunch. We went to a restaurant which I have once slept in front of the door. Embarrassed, I didn't know how to behave, but they were very kind. So, how can we help you? I didn't know how to answer. Nobody had ever asked me that question. I thought a lot, and finally replied, Are you sure you want to help me? She answered, Yes, of course, just tell us how. I said, I need at least 3 months paid in a guest house, including meals and a job to start my life. They got even more surprised, but they agreed to it. We set up to meet the following day. I thought they would recover their sanity and not come back, but they were there, in the same place and at the arranged time. Get inside, they told me while pointing to the back seat. In the back seat, there were a lot of bags. That's for you. The bags were full of new clothes. Then they took me to a student guest house. breakfast, lunch, and dinner included for 4 months. She told me that her brother had a car wash in front of the CPFL and asked if I would accept to work as an attendant. Of course, I said. And there I worked for more than a year. Every Saturday, they would go to the car wash to visit me. They would ask if everything was all right, if I was happy. Sometimes, they would bring their parents to see me. I was so grateful for that opportunity that I didn't even know what to say to them. We lost contact and I never saw them again. But one thing I am sure of. It's common people that change the world and the life of others. May God bless them wherever they go. Wow, that's moving. You know, you're right though. It's not always going to be some grandiose act of service that's going to change the way people behave or treat one another. It's going to be examples set by other people that show them this is how you treat another human being. This is the right way to do it. They are people too, and you should respect that. Now, granted, this is kind of a big example. Not everyone's going to be this willing to go out of their way for a complete stranger, but you sound like you were really, really blessed by them, and that is a wonderful thing for them to have done. Thank you so much for sharing this story, and hopefully it'll inspire someone else to do something for a person that they may come across who's just down on their luck as well. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. I truly appreciate all the support, the likes, the comments, everything that you guys have done lately to contribute to the growth of the channel. Please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the video and want more of a daily dose of Reddit Happy. Now, you go out, have a great day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, I'm Exile451. Stay beautiful, people.